Hey, welcome back. Today I'm going to be taking a look at two of the limited edition Harry Potter minifigure series figures. This isn't the first time I've ever had these. I bought a couple of them recently. I got Cho Chang and young Ron Weasley. So I'm going to see who I get from these two packs. So I'm going to open the first pack. I'm not going to show the opening, but I'll show you the contents, everything. So let's get to that. So just before we continue, I thought you might be interested to see the entire series. So we have a young Harry from, I'd say, Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets kind of time. We have a young Hermione from that same era, and a young Ron, which is one of the other two figures I own, and a young Draco from Chamber of Secrets when he first becomes the Slytherin Seeker. Then we have a Luna Lovegood figure, I'm guessing from, yeah, she's got the Quibbler, and I'm going to guess it's from Order of the Phoenix when she first appears. Then we have a young Neville from that scene in, well, again, it could be from any of the first three. I'm just going to say it's from the original scene in Philosopher's Stone when he pulls out the Mandrake, because he does that several times in the first three movies. Then we have Cho Chang, I think, yeah, Dean Thomas, I think. Yeah, it's Dean Thomas. Then we have Voldemort, Dobby. I can't believe I've forgotten her name. She's the teacher in Prisoner of Azkaban. How have I forgotten her name? Alright, hold on. And then we got Cedric Diggory from Goblet of Fire with the Triwizard Cup Portkey. Then we have Professor Flitwick, Mad-Eye Moody, yeah, young Harry from when he first gets the invisibility cloak, and Professor Dumbledore. Professor Trelawney is her name. I don't know why I forgot, but there we go. So that's the entire series, so let's get on to the packs. Okay, so let's see who I get in the first packet. Oh, yes, I was hoping for this one at some point. This is Albus Dumbledore. So I actually have one of the older Dumbledore figures. And this one looks very good. So I'm just going to assemble the figure. Before I do, these are how wands work. You get two, so you get a spare for each figure. And they are attached to a plastic piece here. And you simply pull them off that. So I'm just going to assemble the figure and then we'll go over it in more detail. Alright, so the figure is assembled. So this is one of the better figures in the whole series in my opinion from what I've seen. So the total piece count for the figure himself is 5, not including his wands. So he has this very nice hat and hair combo piece, which is completely unique, and it's far better than the original, well, not the original, the hair piece they used on the older figure, which was just the default very long flowing hair piece in grey. This is a unique piece just for Dumbledore. And since this is the, I believe, Richard Harris Dumbledore, yeah, Richard Harris, both figures I have are portraying that version, so this is definitely a far more accurate portrayal of his character. His beard is, I don't know if it's unique or not, but it's definitely a less common piece than the piece used on the older Dumbledore figure as well. And he does of course have a unique face. I'll remove the beard in a moment so you can get a better look at that. His wands are in a paler colour, which is to represent well, more accurate colour for his wand. And he does have this skirt piece, I don't really call it a skirt, his actual robes, but again, this is new. This is a very nice new piece. The original pieces were just these wedge-shaped bricks. This has a nice curve down it to make it look more like flowing robes, which I much like. I'm not usually a fan of these 2x2 brick pieces used for legs, but on this occasion it works quite well. And yeah, I'll just remove the beard so you can see the face a bit better. So just get the camera focus. This is a very nice head. The beard is darker, much darker than on the old figure. His glasses are still there, of course, and it's a pretty good likeness. It's not perfect, but it looks very good with the beard. And this is a pretty usable head as well for other figures, if that's something you care about. Oh, and one more thing I almost forgot to mention: his second accessory. He comes with this is almost certainly supposed to be the pensieve. Correct me if I'm being stupid, but yeah, it's a pretty nice accessory for him to come with. I kind of wish he came with forks, but maybe that would be a bit much to ask for just this figure. So yeah, that's the Dumbledore figures. And now I'm going to open the second pack and see who I get in that. That looks very strange without the beard. I have to say it would be pretty cool to get Voldemort, although I don't really have a preference as long as it's not one of the three I already have. 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice. It's Mad-Eye Moody. I actually forgot about this. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I'm so happy they did that. Okay, guys, it is the Mad-Eye Moody when it is actually Barty Crouch. Well, basically, this is Mad-Eye Moody, obviously, but he comes with a two-sided head. So you can either have it as the regular Mad-Eye Moody from every appearance, or you could have it as Mad-Eye Moody from Goblet of Fire, which is where you first see him when it's actually Barty Crouch Jr. They put the tongue on the printing. That's very nice. So yeah, actually this is a very, very nice surprise. I didn't realise they did this. So yeah, props to LEGO for making that. So again, I'm just going to assemble the figure. Here's the ones again. Much darker brown colour, which is accurate, but they're on the same piece. Alright, so let's get the figure assembled and we will talk about it once it's built. So I have to say I've definitely lucked out with these two packs. I've bagged two of the best figures in the series in my opinion. So let's break down Mad-Eye. So first of all, we're going to just cover him as regular Mad-Eye. Now this is a very interesting and unique figure. First of all, the printing is very, very much more detailed and improved from the original printing. The old Mad-Eye Moody figure I think was a 2005 release or around then, because that was the time of the Goblet of Fire. The only thing that's even remotely disappointing on this is the stick. It's a bit just bland and that same piece, but honestly, overall I couldn't care less, to be honest. The printing on his torso is obviously unique, as are his legs. They're very, very nice and detailed. His jacket with all the buckles. And then also what's nice is there's some back printing. Let's remove the hair piece so you can see that a bit better. Obviously he's having all the double face, and we'll get to that. And then his legs are actually very interesting, and it's very good that LEGO did this, because they actually printed his metal leg as well, or his, metal lower leg. It's very, very cool in general. See his lower trousers as well were printed on. His robes flow down onto them. So yeah, very, very nice. So this is Mad-Eye as Mad-Eye. Before we move on to Barty, I just want to say I think I've seen this hairpiece once, and it looks very good. I don't know if I would have chosen it exactly, because, I don't know, it looks good. There's just something not perfect about it, but overall very, very good. And I'm just going to turn him into Barty Crouch Jr. Alright, so here he is. Now, if you remember in the Goblet of Fire, Barty Crouch Jr. was one of Voldemort's closest Death Eaters at the time, when he was just first recovering and the plan was in shape to get his physical form back. Barty Crouch Jr. was one of the only Death Eaters who came back to him, and his plan was to disguise himself as Mad-Eye Moody and infiltrate the Triwizard Tournament to make sure that the cup itself was a portkey to get them to the graveyard where Voldemort could perform the ritual, which actually succeeded. and this is from presumably from the scene at the end, near the end of the film, when Mad Eye is actually revealed to be Barty Crouch. So I included this accessory. He does come with it. I just didn't show it earlier because this is, well, I believe it's his Polyjuice potion bottle. I don't see why it wouldn't be. If I'm being an idiot somehow, then feel free to correct me, but it looks like that to me. A bit of a weird but nice piece for it. Doesn't really look like a bottle, but still. I genuinely thought it was a maraca at first. So yeah, it comes with a nice hairpiece, and it looks like a very nice lighter brown colour that I've not really seen before on this hair. So yeah, again, I'm very, very nicely surprised that LEGO actually did this with this figure, because I didn't realise they did. Closer look at Barty's face. Pretty accurate, and what I love is the tongue again. If you don't know, that's sort of a tick or twitch that he has, where he constantly licks his lips. So yeah, kind of like what Voldemort does himself, and what Harry does later in Order of the Phoenix. So yeah, that is. But obviously, you could put it at any stage in the transformation. You could give him Mad Eye's hair, although it might look a bit weird. Probably look funny. Let's see. Yeah, that does look pretty odd, but you know. So yeah, this is a review of him. I'll just turn him back into Mad Eye. There you go. So yeah, which I prefer out of these two? Honestly, I've got to say Mad Eye, because of the nice surprise that he can be Barty as well, and just the innovation. But I do think these two are really, really good figures, and two of the best in the whole series, although the entire series does look very good. So that means I now have Dumbledore, Mad Eye, Ron, and Cho Chang. Alright, so I may show them in a later video. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. These two are certainly going to be two of my favourite LEGO Harry Potter figures I own from now, and yeah, I'd highly recommend you pick up some packs of this series if you're a Harry Potter fan or a LEGO fan, or both. Alright, so I will see you in the next video.